Hey y'all, it's Megan and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are building a single family home for a single mom and her toddler. I had a lot of fun making this build. I actually looked on Pinterest for some inspiration for like a modern small home. I didn't want to go too tiny. I kind of wanted us to have some space to play around with, but I really wanted to make sure that we had room for a pool. So this is one of the smaller lots in Newcrest, and I kind of just took my time trying to like fill out the lot. And there's not a lot of greenery on the lot. I did go back and add some plants and things that you'll see, but a majority of the lot is taken up by the house and the pool that you're going to see a little bit later. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this build. I probably could have found some space to save at the beginning. But overall, not a bad build, and I really liked how clean and modern it turned out. I do want to touch on something that doesn't involve the build today. If you haven't noticed, I have skipped a couple of Fridays for uploads here recently. And that is because, as my patrons already know, we are currently house hunting, which has been a trip, you guys. It is just wild right now. I thought with COVID that everything would like be totally different, and it has been, but I did not expect the house buying process to be as competitive as it is right now. It's like I said, it's just been a wild, wild ride. The last house we put an offer in on before this current house had 26 offers. 26. And we went in 20 grand over asking and still didn't manage to get it. I literally cannot believe that this is happening right now. But anyway, hopefully our journey is coming to an end. We did put in an offer on another home and it was accepted. And we've already been through the home inspections. Everything's pretty much come back clean. There are a couple of things that we asked the seller to fix, and we are waiting to hear back from them on those fixes. So we shall see what is going to happen next. We're really excited, and because of that and a few personal things, uploads are probably going to be pretty slow on the channel for a little while. I still plan on playing Haunting Ground again. That will be coming back. For right now, though, between the house buying process and the fact that we do have company staying with us right now, while they get settled, so it's just been kind of difficult to film, and it's hard to like coordinate with everyone when they're at home. You know, it's really hard to ask people not to make noises or be in the room with me while I'm filming because I don't have a private room to do so. So it stinks, and I'm going to figure it out. But for right now, uploads will be slow. Most likely we're going to see some more Sims 4 builds. I really enjoyed doing this one, and it was a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. It's been a while since I enjoyed creating something like this. So I do plan on doing some more builds, maybe even doing a Let's Build Newcrest series. I've done one already, and it's this same lot actually, and it was like a farmhouse, Joanna Gaines inspired build, but I wasn't completely happy with it. I really wasn't. I thought for sure that I would really just fall in love with the home, and I didn't. So I think that we're going to do a Newcrest series, but maybe a different style of home is going to be done. And I'm not sure if I want to have like a matchy neighborhood or something that's just cohesive, or something that everybody has their own style of house in the neighborhood. I'm just going to have to wait and see kind of how it ends up playing out. But I would love to hear your opinions down in the comments. Like, what would you like to see? Especially while the sit-down videos and like most likely Haunting Ground getting paused for the next, we're going to say probably 3 to 4 weeks. Uploads are going to be kind of slow, and probably not any face cam going on. So tell me, what would you like to see? Would you like to see a Let's Build Newcrest series from me? Or would you like to see a Let's Play series from me that doesn't involve face cam? I've recently been watching a couple of Parenthood Let's Plays, and I just think everyone is so good at doing sim Let's Plays, whereas I attempted it. I wasn't super happy with my attempt, and I was going to go back and figure out how to edit it better because I ended up doing it without audio. That was a big, giant mistake on my end, but I do hope that I can attempt the Let's Plays again, and watching other simmers do it has been a bit inspiring. I do think that they do it a lot better than me, so I don't know how I'm going to do it. I really don't know yet. So for the build, let's talk about the build now that we're on the inside of the house. So Pinterest did have the floor plan for this home, but as most of you know, the real life house plans and floor plans don't really work very well in The Sims. So I feel like I made the kitchen and living area almost too big, like there might be a bit of wasted space here and there. And so I kind of tried to do the floor plan before I started putting in windows now. So I was having a really hard time figuring out how I was going to do this. So I kind of decided that the main living space would be open. I thought that would be really good for like a modern build anyway, to have it open. And I really wanted to try out these counters that you're seeing right now. I thought they looked really neat. And I just wanted to try some different kind of cabinets, some different furniture that you're going to see in here. Because my last few builds have been very country, very, like I said, Joanna Gaines, modern farmhouse looking. I wanted something different. And I think I accomplished that with this one. Like I said, I really, really like this house. I think it turned out beautifully. It's pretty large for the lot, though, which I wish I had taken that into consideration and maybe moved it to a larger lot so I could have done more greenery on the outside. But again, overall, I am really happy with how it turned out. And I wanted like some more color, so I went with like some pretty blue-green windows, and we've got like a fun color in the kitchen with like orange. And you can see me struggling here to figure out what kind of goes with the kitchen but isn't too overpowering. So it just turned out so good, and I can't wait for us to like get to the toddler's room. We're gonna work on the mom's room here in just a little bit, but yeah, I just felt so inspired when I saw this these house plans come across my Pinterest, and I was like, I have to build this. This just looks so much fun and so different than anything else I've been working on. And it did make me think that I should probably get a couple of more Sims 4 packs. I'm very hesitant to do so because they can be pretty expensive, and I have several already. I recently purchased Parenthood, and I also purchased Laundry Day, and one more that is I can't remember which one it was that I just recently purchased, but I purchased 3 because Origin had a little bundle special that they still have. It doesn't apply to the new pack, Eco, I want to say Lifestyle. It's probably not Lifestyle. I think it is Eco Lifestyle. So the bundle does not apply to the newest pack. However, it applies to a bunch of the other ones. So if you have been looking to get a couple of more packs, especially if you like to build, highly recommend you take advantage of that for a while, it's still going on. But yeah, I think after this build, I was like, I really, really need to get a couple of more packs because I felt like I didn't have a lot of the choices that I wanted. because I didn't use any CC in this build, and I think I might do a CC only build just because I've got so many fantastic packs from like Harriet and a few other awesome creators. And it would be nice to showcase their work while creating something really beautiful that, you know, the Sims 4 team they do a fantastic job on a lot of the things they create. But like, okay, for example, the beds. I have such a hard time with the beds because I'm like, I don't know which bed I want. And there's just not a lot to choose from. So I would like to see some more beds here for us to choose from. And I did struggle a bit in the mom's room trying to figure out how I wanted to do the colors, because at first I thought I would go for something a little bit more masculine, and then you'll see in a minute that we go in a totally different direction. I mean, go figure, it's me. Of course we're gonna go in a different direction. I do love the canopy bed a lot, but I just wasn't feeling it for this room. Personally, I had always wanted a canopy bed, and I just never lived in a place where it made sense to have one. Maybe in the new house. Maybe in the new house we'll get to do something like this. I don't think so, but the new house. Speaking of the new house, we have so much to do. Oh, you guys. Oh, that's actually a good idea. What if I did like some moving content? Would anybody be interested in some moving content? I could totally make that happen. Maybe we can do an empty house tour possibly, or maybe I can do a packing kind of vlog or something like that. Maybe even do some like makeover room videos. Definitely some budget friendly stuff, even though we do have quite a few things of our own here in the rental. Most likely we're going to have to get rid of a lot of stuff and kind of start from scratch. And I don't plan on spending a buttload of money while we do this, because we've already spent a buttload of money on the house. So definitely some budget-friendly content I think would be fun. Would you guys like to see that? Would that be fun for you guys? I don't know. I jump around quite a bit here on my channel. We have the gaming stuff. We have the sit-down videos where I talk about mental health and other things. We have the Kiki videos. I just recently released a fashion video where I recreated Blackpink's airport outfits, which was so much fun. I am considering doing Red Velvet next because I fell in love with their newest Monster MV. Oh my gosh, you guys. It is so good. And please do not come for me. I wish that Blackpink's How You Like That had something more. Gosh, I loved the outfits, loved the choreography, loved the sets. I always do. I always love the visual appeal of Blackpink's music videos, but the song was so much less than what I had expected for a comeback. And this is honestly like my first comeback for a K-pop group. I'm still pretty new to K-pop. So maybe I just had too high of expectations, which would totally be on me and not Blackpink. But I had still really hoped for something more. And I wish I could tell you guys what it is that I was hoping for, but I just wanted more. But, you know, it's definitely within their style, the How You Like That. It's definitely within their wheelhouse. It's not like they did something completely, totally different and it bombed, you know. I think the song is great. I think it's catchy. Like I said, I love the visuals. I thought they were fantastic. But I don't know. It just... it wasn't enough for me. I was disappointed. But good on Blackpink for sticking to their style and knowing what works for them. So we have moved past the mom's room and we're in the living room right now. I'm playing with some curtains. And we are trying to figure out what to do with this space right here beside the kitchen. I decided to put a dining room here as well as, I believe, a bookcase. I think a bookcase went on that far wall. And I had thought about doing something with the entryway, but it's so tight right there. I felt like if I put something there, number one, I'd block the window, and number two, it would just be too much. So I think next time I definitely will take into account like spatial awareness. And if anybody watches Devin Bumpkin, you know what I'm talking about. I love you, Aiden. So I do think next time I will take into account spatial awareness while I'm doing the floor plan, because this room felt too small, but also too big at the same time. But I still loved the way it turned out. Again, loved the way it turned out. I just think it looks fantastic. I would totally live in this house. But yeah, it was fun. It was so much fun. Here's me trying to figure out where to put the dining room exactly, because there was that space behind there, and I was like, what am I going to do with that? Well, we put a bookcase. I think that I don't put a lot more in this room once I do that, because I felt like if I put too much stuff out, too much more in here, it wouldn't look good. So I did stick with like some lighter woods, like towards the kitchen, and I did like some darker woods in the living room to kind of like provide this bit of separation. I love to mix woods. I think that it just looks curated and put together instead of too matchy, like you walk into Rooms to Go and you tell them, I want this entire space. So it looks more like you took the time to find things that you liked and you bought them for your home and put everything together. So we've moved on to the toddler's room, and I really liked what I did here with the curtains. I know it probably seems kind of strange to like have one that's pulled to the side and the other one's down. But I thought like she could have, or well, I'm sure the toddler could be a boy or a girl or gender neutral. I did use a lot of pink, but pink isn't just a girl's color. But I'm sure that like the toddler would enjoy being able to have that bit of sunlight in their room. And with the pool right there, it would be fun to like be able to see the water every day. And as the toddler gets older, I think it would be really cool to like have that view of the water right there outside your window. Although with it being a toddler right now, I'm sure they wouldn't really care about having a water view. Still, I liked the idea of it. And I really like these curtains. They're such a cool, like, colorful, they just look great. I wish I had curtains like that. And here I am trying to figure out what should go in the bedroom, because I wanted to give the toddler quite a bit of toys. But again, like, the room is pretty small, and I didn't want to overload it with too much stuff and make it feel closed in. I still wanted it to feel pretty airy and open. And I was digging all the pink, like accessories and things. I was really enjoying it. Something else that bothered me though were the style of toddler beds. I just wasn't digging them. So I think I need to find a pack that I just love the beds in them, because I just wasn't feeling any of these beds in this house. I do enjoy this rug that I just put in the toddler's room. It's very Sailor Moon-esque to me, like. And once I put that rug down, I was like, that's it. That ties the room together perfectly. And here I am now, just kind of like adding some accessories here and there, doing a couple of tricks I've seen other simmers do, where they move things up and down and put them like on counters, like in the bathroom and things like that. I've learned so much by watching other people. Devin Bumpkin is amazing. I enjoy Aiden's channel a lot. I've also been watching Evelyn. She does these beautiful like tiny builds and apartment builds, and whenever she releases like her really big like family homes, I just am in awe of everyone's imagination, like between Evelyn's beautiful builds and Aiden's fantastic storytelling. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Aiden's builds too, but his take all of his builds are taking up a notch or 2 or 3 or 10 with his storytelling. And I just think that it's amazing to like have that kind of talent where you can just come up with these beautiful and inclusive stories and make people laugh and make them, you know, identify with what you're talking about and making them believe, you know, that could be me, you know, in this space. Because he just recently wrapped up his New Crest series. And one of his builds was a beautiful lodge where he had this eclectic cast of characters that were moving in. We had a wonderful trans character, a black trans character. We had a character that used to be in an 80s band who was transitioning to a country band, and she's much older now. We also had a single mom and a toddler. We had a just wonderful cast of characters, and they all lived in this lodge that was ran by an Indian family. And he really took the style of an Indian family and imbued it into like the interior of the main part of the lodge. And gosh, I wish I was that imaginative. And so it's really making me want to push myself more. And I do want to do that. Oh goodness, we are coming up on towards the end of this video. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. Like I said, the past couple of weeks have just been really, really busy. And I'm very sorry that I haven't been around as much as I am used to being. But I do hope that you enjoyed my really long week in the life that I posted just recently. I worked so hard on that, and I had to cut so much out because the video is so long. But I was hoping it kind of made up for my lack of Friday uploads because I had missed 2 uploads at that point when I uploaded it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'm really sorry about the next few uploads, you know, how spaced out they're probably going to be, and the fact that there's not going to be any face cam for a little while, but I still hope you guys enjoy it. And let me know if you have any ideas of like Sims 4 builds that you would like to see, any Let's Plays, what kind of moving content, you know, new house content that you might like to see. Yeah, I would love to hear from you guys and tell me all about it. Tell me all about like how quarantine is, I say quarantine. Tell me all about how isolation is treating you right now. And, you know, just tell me how your life is in the comments. I would love to know. Would love to know. And we are getting close to wrapping up my little bit of landscaping here. Like I said, if you had a lot this small, I would highly suggest making a smaller home than what I did because it feels like I could have done so much more if I had just moved it to a larger lot. And I haven't been really uploading my builds to the gallery, but if that's something you guys would like to see, I can start uploading them. I just haven't. My EA or my Sims ID is not anywhere close to any of the other usernames I use, so I'll have to do something about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think down in the comments. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!